Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Jay Jeter, and I'm back with another review. This time I got Masterpiece MP-20 Cybertron Mechanical Engineer Wheeljack. About time. So we got this dude right here. He's a Lancia Stratos Turbo. I haven't seen any of these recently, so I'm guessing it's a car just made in the 80s. Place where I'm from. So yeah, here's the front of the package. Nice product shot, Wheeljack, robot mode, vehicle mode. Got the Lancia logo right there. Takara Tomy. Another product shot on the side. Transformer Wheeljack top. On the back, you got your product shots. So what he can do, what he comes with. You can go inside Prime trailer like all the other Autobot cars. He can hold his own missile launcher or cannon. And that is about it for the packaging. And inside the packaging, we get his instruction sheet, which is the standard instruction sheet for all the Masterpiece cars. You got product shots. You got his stats right there. You got his dimensions of this vehicle mode. You got some features from the cartoon, laser gun, the boost that they accurately represented, and you got his shoulder cannon right there. Shoots acid pellets or whatever he did to disrupt the Dinobots. But it's going on a rampage when he created them. And here's your instructions of transformation, which are pretty clear as far as I can understand. Some things in Japanese, like some of these cautions and warnings and stuff, you really can't read, and they're pointing out certain things you gotta do or look out for. Tabs. Also, it comes with this contest card. Go for it if you know what to do. And his collector's card. I'm so used to the third-party ones that were much thicker, but this is like a high-grade paper, as you can say. Got stats right there, product shots we've seen before, and artwork right there. And also he comes with a little baggie that comes with two of these black things right here, which are his side mirrors for his vehicle mode. In case you break one set or whatever, you got another set to go with. You can pick them up a little sprue sprocket right here, and you insert them to the car. He also comes with his shoulder cannon. Get good focus on that. And it comes in two pieces, like so. You gotta make sure you know which way you're putting it in. This is the back, this is the front. I'll try putting it in this way before, and it doesn't go in all the way through. So put it in through here, and you push it all the way through until this back end comes out. And there you have it. You pretty much leave it like this. It doesn't fire on its own. There's no shooting mechanism, nothing like that. And I've probably seen him shoot it off once on the show. And here is Wheeljack MP-20. We're up to 20. We are up to 20. Yeah, here's MP-20, and he looks fabulous. Very like how they represented the figure from the show. This is not this more of the toy decoration, not his show decoration. His show decoration looks more kind of like this for the most part. And this is the Generations Wheeljack. Quick size comparison. Two, they are almost the same size. MP-20 a little bit longer, but MP-20 transformed into a much bigger robot, and on side comparisons, might as well go ahead and do side swipe. Wheeljack being a tad longer. That side. And tad longer. So yeah, they look good together. Look very, very good together. Let's see. Now let's get back into Wheeljack. So, like I said before, he's a Lancia Stratos. Nice detailing at the inside of the vehicle. You can see the steering wheel molded in. Inside, you got these vents right here. You got the paint job done quite well, I must say. Look very, very nice. Very, very good detail. I haven't seen any paint issues with mine so far. I don't think anyone reported any paint issues. And from what I understand, this is all molded in white plastic. And some people are complaining that it's not painted white. It's not painted white. I mean, who cares? I mean, it looks good to me. I don't know why people complain it's not painted white. And that'd be something else they complain about. The white paint is all messy or whatever. Like, it has some little defects right there on the yellow stripe at the bottom. It ain't really a big deal. And also his weapon, his handgun, does tab into the bottom of his vehicle, which just creates an exhaust pipe. All you gotta do is just tap it in like that. You got that. So yeah, you can't really see any robot junk. He got his hands right there. And that's about it. You really can't tell there's a robot. You look underneath here. Alright. We got size comparison out the way prematurely or earlier. Let's go ahead and get the transformation. He is a little bit tricky on the transformation. Joints are very, very tight joints. So be careful when you're transforming him and stuff like that. Make sure you grab at the joints and make sure so you don't break anything. And this tripod is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry about that. Oh, one more size comparison I wanted to do. See him next to a third-party Dynamite. And see how much smaller he is compared to him. Shoot, he probably can fit under. Yeah, look at that. He can fit underneath him. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get transformation going. First you want to do is kind of tricky. So here, before I do the transformation, here's what I was talking about the windows or the mirrors, side mirrors. You put them in like that, and they came with two just in case they stick out like this. In case you like accidentally grab it by the mirror when you're transforming it and you snap it, you get another one to replace it with. So yeah, that's why they got the two mirrors in the package for you. Now about transformation is with that being said, make sure you don't grab these or they will snap. So what you're gonna do, kind of like Generations Wheeljack, you're gonna extend the front end out. You're gonna wiggle it kind of according where you're gonna bring this down to undo this peg in there. Then you're pretty much gonna wiggle it down. You're gonna extend these joints right here. And make sure you get it out as far as it can go. Alright, that is far enough. The next what you're going to do, you're going to unpeg them down at the bottom. So you're going to pull this down, then untab it. Same thing on the other side, untab it. Then you're going to unpeg the windscreen or the hood. So what you're going to do is you're going to pretty much unpeg the back. This is kind of hard to do too. You're going to keep unpegging the back. We haven't found out a surefire way. Well, I guess once you unpeg the front end, you're going to lift this up. There's two pegs on each side, one right here, one right there. You're going to peg those. And make sure you didn't peg this back in also. Then from there you're going to go ahead and split this. Then you want to extend the side. You're just going to pull it out. Make sure you don't peg back in. Pull it out. That's extending his leg right there. So Same thing other side. Make sure you got this unpegged. Make sure this one didn't peg back in. Then you're going to pull. Make sure you don't grab on the mirror to extend the leg. And while you got that extended, you might as well go ahead and bring this portion right here down. Bring these legs down. Fold this down. And it's kind of like accordion. And you're going to bring this all the way up forward, like so. And this is going to peg in. There's a hole right here. It's going to peg in to the center thing in the middle. It's peg in the middle. So go ahead and peg that in for right now. It's not going to hold because you got to peg the back end too, but we get to that later. So you get the legs extended. First you're going to do, go ahead and fix your feet. Bring your feet down like so. Well, make this a couple of hinges in here. This hinge right here, you're gonna make sure this is all the way up like so. This hinge right here, you're going to bring it down. Then you're gonna bring this hinge and up like so. Now this hinge right here has a little peg hole right there, which you're going to take this peg and you're going to peg it into right here. How you do that, you say? Simple, like so. Grab this and you flip it, rotate it around, then you peg it in to the bottom of that hole right there on the foot. It's not going to peg in real good, but it just sits in there. Next for the leg, you're going to take this portion right here, you're going to rotate it up. Next, what you're going to do, take this door, you're going to pull it towards you to untab a peg. Then you got this hinge right here that you're going to bring down, and it's very tight. This is the tightest thing on this thing. So it's going to go down right here. Hinges right there, and it hinges right there. This portion right here is very, very tight, on mine at least, on this side. And make sure you grab it around the joint so you don't snap it off. It's like on a pin hinge. Kind of similar how Masterpiece Rodimus Prime had them hinges on his legs and stuff that snapped, but these seem to be more stronger and tighter. So you bring that down, then you rotate it down at the other hinge also. So what you're going to do now, you're going to, this peg right here is going to peg in to this back hole on his leg. You're going to rotate that and line it up and tab it in. Now it's going to take some of it. May have to adjust it a little bit depending on how far you brought that hinge down his leg, which it doesn't help that it's very tight to get any kind of adjustments on it. Alright, got it. Alright, one leg done. Same thing other side. So I'm going to go through this probably a little bit quicker. Rotate. Tab in. Untab. Oh, bring this forward. Bring this up. Untab. Hinge down. See, this one is much easier to hinge, rotate down. Then rotate. Back panel. Tab in. Bam. Next, what you're going to do is, now we have both feet done. Up periscope. And that's what you're going to do. Is go ahead and just untab this that has been untapped on its own. So untab that, bring it back. And it rotates back on the hinge right here. Now this is on a double hinge. So pay attention for later on. We're going to use that double hinge. Next, what you're going to do is open up his chest to bring the head out. Go ahead and you're going to get a fingernail and you're going to grab a ledge right here in between these to open up this side. Opens up. Then once that side's open, you can open up this side. And what you're going to do, you're going ahead and bring his head out. The easiest way I found to do, just faces right here. Hello. faces right there. All you gotta do is just push it through. Push it through, bring it all the way up. Like so. And then you go ahead and close these panels back up. And this tab is going to fit in between this slot right here. Bam. You massage it back closed. There's the head. Next, what you're going to do is take this portion right here, the roof. You're going to lift it up. And I'm going to untab it. There's 2 tabs right there, one on each side. And you just bring it up out the way for now. Next, what you're going to do is untab this portion right here. This piece right here, you bring it down. Bring it down like so. Next, what you're going to do is take these 2 sides right here, grab them like so, and bring them down. Rotate them down like that. So now you have this. Now you see his back wings are starting to appear right there. And be careful, these are tight also, so you want to grab them at the joint. And you're going to bring them up slightly. About that much. That much. And they're very flexible, so be careful. And this portion right here, you can move it up out the way. It's on a spring hinge. So yeah, got those out the way. Next, what you're going to do is bring these all the way down. Now that the wings are out the way. Cool. Next, what you want to do is grab right here. You want to rotate it out. Same thing other side. Rotate it out. Then you're going to, that double hinge I'll tell you back on his back. Okay, open this, lift this up. You can see it is right here. You're going to rotate it at this portion right here. Now when you do that, this portion right here is going to want to move. The trick is to get this side right here hinging down and this one staying up. So in this portion right here, it's going to, when you bring this down, it's going to go up into this chest cavity. So make sure, see what you're doing, then there you go. Easy peasy. And this came out while I was doing that. Hold on. Make sure you keep your sides down too. Hold it this side, rotate it down. And they're supposed to lock in somehow. I'm not sure how it locks in to not come out, but it does lock in. So these sides won't come out. So next, what you're gonna do, go ahead, lift this up out the way, make a little room. Then you're gonna rotate these back wings. You're gonna rotate them up. Now there's a little stopper right here. You can see how I'm in focus. There's a stopper right here. It's molded in black. It stops the wings at a certain point. So rotate them around and go ahead and straighten them out. Extend them fully up. There you guys, back wings done. And while you're doing that, you might as well go ahead and peg this in. This is what other peg I was talking about. So you peg this in up front, and this one helps stabilize that. So you just peg that in. Make sure that's pegged in, and there you go. Chest and back pegged in. And this also slightly pegs in to the back. There. Alright, his body is done. We are ready to receive the arms. Okay. Get the Lancia symbol logo right here. What you're gonna do, you're gonna rotate that up like that. Same thing other side. Let me do one arm at a time. Get that, rotate that, then rotate him at the bicep. Rotate tight joints. You're gonna take this panel right here, you're gonna rotate it down. Next, what you're gonna do, you're gonna take this part right here, rotate it down. Then you're gonna rotate the fist around so that the tail light is at the top right here. Then you're gonna bring arm down. One arm done. Same thing other side. bring it down. Alright, everyone's got Wheeljack and robot mode. Oh, that is Wheeljack and robot mode. I'm just going to put shoulder cannons on to complete the process, but we'll do that right now after we look at this detailing. So yeah, that's him in robot mode. He looks very, very nice, I must say. He is awesome as Wheeljack. And this paint deco right here, the toy deco, I thought I'd be bothered by it, and I was bothered by it in pictures, online and stuff. It don't look that bad in person. I mean, it look like a big old candy cane and stuff like that, but I mean, a Christmas candy cane. But it doesn't really, it's not that bad in person. I mean, I still prefer the toy look for his chest and everything, but I mean, not the toy look, but the cartoon look for his chest. But this ain't as bad as I thought it would be. So yeah. So let's take a look at his detailing before we get all up into everything else. Nice detailing. You got his crown right there, painted silver. His speaking things are painted silver. They're not translucent like on the Generations toy. But these things right here, these are his wings are translucent, smoky colored translucent pieces, which like I said in the transformation, they are very tight and you can't risk getting them broken, so be careful with that. They look nice though. Alright. Right. Yeah, a little bit of detailing in there, not too much. Pretty like simplistic, like the cartoon figure models were. Got this detailing at the bottom. Alright, let's get to articulation real quick. He can rotate his arms around 360 if you want him to, kind of blocked by the wings. Go up at the shoulder, down, upper bicep rotation, bends one point at the elbow, wrist rotation, semi-articulated hands, meaning that his hands do open and close. That's about it. No finger articulation. Head does look left and right. Does look up about that much, which is pretty good. Am I in focus? Pretty good. No side to side. Eyes are painted blue. Get the light in there just right. They look real good. He does have a little gimmick. I haven't done it. I'm not gonna do it on camera. But you take his head apart, take the screw out in his head, and you can remove his face mask and have the face underneath it. So it's not even in the instructions or nothing like that. So I don't know how someone just found that out. I guess they just wanted to take things apart. There are some folks out there like that. Waist does rotate at the waist. Legs go up. Right there, pretty good kick. Bends at the knee, about 90 degrees. Goes out. Leg go out about that far. Not that much. Could probably force it, but I don't want to force it. Upper crotch thigh rotation, you want to call that. And he does have like an ankle tilt, and he has like that's ankle tilt, and just move forward and back at the toe. So yeah, man, what a very well constructed, put together figure. And also he got his shoulder cannon, so you can peg it in, shoulder cannon, and side swipe red lip style. So it goes in, and it does have a hinge, so you can angle it up if you want. And he has his handgun that you can just peg into his hand. And this is kind of hard to get into his hand. I mean, his hands are bigger than, I think they're bigger than side swipes, and might not be bigger than Prowl mode hands, but he has some pretty big hands. And it's kind of hard, difficult to get thing tabbed in there. You got to really finagle it a little bit. Yeah, well, I got it in easier than I ever did. So got the tabs in, same tabbing mechanism that we always been having. Fist around the fist, and he gets a little tiny blaster, little pistol. His little Harlem Nights pistol. So yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and do a size comparison real quick. Here he is with Masterpiece Swipe Swipe. Here he is with MP-20 Optimus Prime. And here he is with his generation self. Yeah, this figure is great for Wheeljack, a great masterpiece. Awesome representation of the figure. I'm glad I got him. I have no regrets whatsoever. I had no problems whatsoever with him. There's nothing I can say I would change about him. Only my complaint is the deco on his chest, but other than, I mean, like I said before, in person, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I thought I'd be bothered by it, but it does not bother me one bit whatsoever. So yeah, man, I do recommend picking him up. He is great to have in your collection. They have a regular version like this. They got the one Amazon, the Asian version that has the collector's coin, and some that come with all three, the collector's coin and the Amazon exclusive, the anti-hypnosis device. So whichever one you pick up, you can't go wrong. I'm pretty sure that if you don't get the hypnotic device, I'm sure Dr. Wu or somebody else would come up with a kit to give him some more accessories, some tools, or his little his grenade mine from the More Than Meets the Eye 3-parter. So yeah, it's been JG. I'm signing off. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews. Until next time, peace.